Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another amazing edition of Sports Fellas Daily Updates. This is a quick one about our Super Eagles and their Four Nations Invitational Tournament. Before we check out the comprehensive insights, if you are new on this platform, quickly, let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Let's show love to this video by liking and sharing to other social media platforms. As usual, my name is Solomon Asante, your only nomenclature with engineer's philosophy in sports, your only Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports. With a Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please, let's leave our decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. I also try as much as I can to give some shoutouts in this video. Straightforward. Let's get into the video and start from the camp of our very own Super Eagles and their Four Nations Invitational Tournament. My last report to you on this platform about this Four Nations Invitational Tournament was that the organizers were on the lookout for new opponents for our very own Super Eagles, same as a new venue. But I can state it emphatically and unambiguously on this platform that this planned Four Nations Invitational Tournament is coming off in Turkey. So the new venue for this Four Nations Invitational Tournament is at Turkey, and it is scheduled among our very own Super Eagles, Iran, Jordan, and Costa Rica. We all know the doubts around this Four Nations tournament happening due to the escalating military movements in the Middle East. But this is the right time for them to switch from Jordan in Middle East to Turkey in Europe. So this is where the Four Nations Invitational Tournament will be taking place from the 27th of this March through to the 31st of March 2026. The first game for our very own Super Eagles will be against Iran on the 27th, and the last game for us will be against Jordan on the 31st of March 2026. So this is the latest surrounding this Four Nations Invitational Tournament. Aside that, let's check out some exclusives coming in from the camp of our very own Super Eagles regarding Eric Sekwichel's final man squad. I can state this here on this platform that Eric Sekwicel has finally submitted his total man squad to the Nigerian Football Federation for them to be released. These are the players going to prosecute the matches for us against Iran and Jordan respectively on the 27th and on the 31st. And these are the reports coming out. Eric Sekwicel has invited two new wingers. They didn't give out the name, but let me just emphasize based on their background. These two new wingers are in their mid-20s, so they will be around 24, 25, 26, and any number within the mid-20s. They also play for clubs in Europe, same as they've been on Eric Sekwichel's radar for a while. These are some descriptions surrounding these two new wingers. They didn't emphasize giving out the names specifically, but these are some of the attributes and background checks of these two new wingers. Aside that, Eric Sekwicel has handed debut call-up to Emmanuel Fernandez. I have once spoken about him on this platform. That's predominantly he plays as a centre-back. He can also play as a right-back for Scottish side, Rangers. And we check out who this player is on our screens. But briefly, he was born in London to Nigerian parents. Eric Sekwicel has tried as much as he can to secure the services into the Super Eagles team. He has now acquired Nigerian passports and ready to represent our very own Super Eagles. Let's check out his statistics based on the attributes, how fit he is at his club side and current form at club side. His attacking contribution, same as his defensive reliability for our very own Super Eagles, as a good argument or strengthening for the Super Eagles in upcoming matches in the Four Nations tournament. Let's check him out on our screens based on his statistics. So you can see everything on the screens. He has been very consistent for his club side, Rangers. He has played so far from the 11th of February through to the 15th of February, 22nd of February, 1st of March, 15th of March. Average rating for him is 7.34. Now let's proceed with everything about him in terms of appearances. So far, he has played 20 matches. He has started 18 of these 20 matches. Minutes per game, 82. Total minutes played, 1,637. Team of the week, we've seen him 5 times. This clearly tells us how good this player is for his club side, Rangers. Aside that, he has been performing to the maximum standard of his club side Rangers. In terms of assists, he is here to assist. Touches, as a defender, he's having 67.3 averagely. Big chances created, 0. Key passes averagely, 0.2. In terms of accurate passes, 43.8, representing 86%. You can also check everything out on your screens. Now, let's look at the defending. After the attacking is the defensive reliability of this player. Clean sheets 9 times as a center back. Interceptions averagely 1.4. Tackles per game 1.8. Balls recovered per game 4.8. Dribbled pass per game 4.6. He is doing well. Just look at everything on your screens. Clearances per game, penalties committed, only 1. In terms of successful dribbles, he's having 0.5, as in 71%. He has had only 1 yellow card this season. And this is a player who is performing. Just look at the number of goals he's scoring as a defender. Just look at his contributions for his club side. Definitely, he will be a good face into the Super Eagles defense. So this is a quick one about Emmanuel Fernandez. Per reports, he will be handed his first call-up into our very own Super Eagles to strengthen our defense. Aside that, the next player who is expected to get his debut call-up is our very own Arthur Okonkwo, but with other reports suggest that at this moment, he needs letter of clearance from the English FA. He's done switching his nationality, but the last part in nationality switch is that your former football association or federation has to release letter of clearance in order for you to be ready to feature for another association. This is the time he rose through the ranks of England youth side from under 12, under 14, under 15, under 16 and the others, and he needed to switch his nationality. He has been cleared by FIFA, but the last part of nationality switch, as stated, is the clearance from the former association. This time around, the Nigerian Football Association is waiting for this letter of clearance from the English Football Federation. That is the latest surrounding Arthur Okonkwo. If it is done within that specific time for this Four Nations Invitational Tournament, he will also be back into the Super Eagles goalkeeping department. Let's quickly check out his contributions so far for his club side and how good he will be for the Super Eagles in the goalpost. So you can see everything on the screens. This is a player who has been very consistent for championship side. Wrexham, currently they are 6th on the championship table. This guarantees them an automatic place into the playoff of the championship. After everything, 1st and 2nd will qualify into the English Premier League. 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th will compete for one spot as the 3rd club to qualify for the English Championship. And this is the time they are on the 6th position. If they're able to maintain that position or they're even able to move up, then definitely the possibility of he playing for his club side, Wrexham, next season in the English Premier League is very high. With the contribution so far on the screens, you've seen that it's very consistent from the 21st of February, 24th of February, 28th February, 10th February, 13th February, and the others. You've seen him on your screens. Average rating is 6.98. His last match on the 13th of March, he had a rating of 8.1. He was the man of the match as a goalkeeper. Now he has played 34 matches in all. He has started 33 of these 34 matches. Just look at a keeper of his caliber. Minutes per game, 87 minutes, definitely is 90 minutes. Total minutes played, 2,971. Let's proceed with all the statistics. In terms of team of the week, 2 team of the week. You've seen him in 2 team of the weeks in the championship. Now, in terms of goalkeeping, goals conceded per game, he concedes 1.2 goals per game averagely. Now, with everything on your screens, you are seeing it's penalty saved, 1 out of 1. There was 1 penalty and he saved that one. Saves per game, 2.6, averagely 69%. This should tell us how good this goalkeeper is and he will be for our very own Super Eagles. Now let's look at the goals conceded this season out of 34 matches. He has conceded 40 goals. Goals conceded from inside box, 30, meaning he's not very good inside box. You can attest to the statistics on your screens. Aside that, goals from outside box, he has conceded only 10 goals from outside box. If you're able to shoot meaning he's having the reflexes, the phenomenal agility, and all the jaw-dropping goalkeeping skills from his side in terms of being moved from outside the box, but inside the box, he has to work on how he concedes. This is a brief one about Arthur Okonkwo. He's expected to get his debut call-up for Super Eagles in upcoming international friendly matches in the Four Nations Invitational Tournament, as will serve as a grounds for us to prepare for the 2027 AFCON qualifiers. So that is the latest surrounding our very own Super Eagles. Still, with the exclusives coming out, let's check out a member who is close to Monsieur Eric Sequichel. According to him, surprises will be coming out, and in the next 48 hours, Eric Sequichel and the Nigerian Football Federation will be releasing the final man squad for these upcoming matches. Let's check out his words on our screens. According to him, there are 3 huge surprises and which will be made public in the next 48 hours. For what I know is within the 3 new surprises, I've spoken about 2 new wingers and Emmanuel Fernandez. For Arthur Okonkwo, he should be the 4th surprise. But at this moment, it is what it is, so as it is from the English Football Association, as we are waiting for the letter of clearance. He proceeded and ended everything on these words. It's the second phase of the game project of Chelle, so some surprise names were included. Young players who are doing very well and will likely be the future of the team. This is the latest surrounding a close source to Monsieur Eric Sequichel, as in the Nigerian Football Federation and Eric Sequichel releasing our final man squad. So this is everything surrounding this Four Nations Invitational Tournament. And on that note, I'll keep you updated from us. You have to get all these updates. So just keep it logged on this platform. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, as usual, with my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing commenters under my previous post. Special shout out to Iwozi Anayo. I do appreciate your support. And shout out to Jigede Oluwa. I do appreciate your support. God State. I do appreciate your support, God State. And to Guesty 2, I do appreciate your support. Innocent, I do appreciate your support. Mr. Peter Osai, I do appreciate your support. To other cherished commenters under my previous videos, God richly bless us all. Until we meet again on this platform, it's bye-bye for now.